the diamond where legends arise. Spoken Jeremy B's got the stats that surprise. From the Tigers to Yankees, the action's alive. Big Rich and Jamie break it down, they thrive. Roundtable talks, the fans gather around. It's baseball season, watch the team strike gold. Every pitch, every catch, every tale that's told. From home runs to errors, we break it down tight. Join the Roundtable talk, let's ignite the night.
All right, and welcome to the Baseball Roundtable Talks. I have my buddy Boston Paul, and that video was edited by one Woody Buck, also known as Mr. Brightside. How you doing, brother?
Good. How you doing, boss?
Great. Love the video.
Thank you.
I hope you have more fun with the Lions fan cave chat one than this one.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was definitely fun.
I just invited a Twins fan that said he'd be interested in talking some baseball with us.
Okay.
Matthew Chesterson, of the Huddle.
Okay.
But I don't mind having rivals in. I hope Big Rich and Jamie make it soon. Oh, I might want to have to send it to Big
Jamie
Rich.
Should be in pretty soon. Yep. What does that mean?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
Want the schedule? This 162 game schedule. I don't get it.
What did somebody say something in there?
Yeah, Danny.
Oh, Danny Fuller.
Yep. Hey, Danny.
Yeah, Captain Danny. Reschedule the stinky first 162 game schedule. Oh, I get it. I do get it. Because your first half of the season has been awful.
Yeah, well, it's getting better.
Mm-hmm.
A little better.
I
But
mean,
we'll get into that later.
Who hasn't? Ours hasn't been great either. Shit.
Yeah.
Our June was way better than May.
Yeah.
It's been a tough year.
And it all goes to one thing. I noticed that they got more aggressive in May once they got the consistent bats of Glaber and Kerry Carpenter back in the lineup. And it didn't disappear when Glaber got hurt this time. It's just not as consistent. If you notice, they're getting real aggressive on first pitch swinging, which is when a pitcher's trying their hardest to get a strike, which means you have a higher percentage of getting a pitch to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Kerry Carpenter, man, he's shown flashes of talent. He just needs to step it up and put it together and get up there to the next level. If he can go Riley Greenish or higher, I mean, he's got that talent and he can do it. What do you think?
I see what he's saying. He says the Red Sox want to reschedule so all 162 games are versus the Stankies.
Oh, God. Okay.
Because you won the first 3 of 4.
3. Yep. We just won 3 in a row with our lefty rookies.
Nice.
Yep.
So the first order of business is Carlos Mendoza. He was fired.
Yep.
After a 34-47 start, the biggest move of the week. And the New York says they needed a new direction, but this feels deeper, like a deeper structural problem. Was the firing premature? What do you think there, Boston Paul?
No, I don't think so. But I don't think it's him, and I don't. When you start losing like this, when you have expectations like they had, and you start to lose, everybody starts blaming each other,
Mm-hmm.
And the obvious choice, I mean, the ownership's not going to fire themselves, right? So they're going to fire the manager.
It's usually the manager or the Pobo And usually the Pobo goes first because
Yeah.
he's the one responsible of getting the talent for the manager to coach.
Yeah. And, I mean, when you're 34 and 47 and everybody thought you'd be 47 and 34 or better, it's time you got Juan Soto, one of the best players in the world. It's time. Something has to be done. Look at the Red Sox, what they did. Fired everybody.
Yeah, you guys kind of needed to, from what you were saying.
Well, yeah, I mean,
But at the same time, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams. 7 teams out of the what? 15 in the American League?
yeah,
All under 500.
yeah, it's pretty sad actually. You get some good teams under 500 too. I mean, the Tigers, I thought the Tigers going to be really good this year. Royals, I thought they'd step it up this year. The Twins, they're always around 500. Guardians are barely 500, 42 and 40. And look at the White Sox, though, man. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. The White Sox had a heck of a comeback this year. And they've been building that a few years. If you think about it, wasn't it just 4 years ago they were like always in playoff contention, but not getting past the first round?
Yes, they were good. Then,
and then they fired everybody and started over.
Yeah.
The biggest thing was when they got rid of Abreu. When they got rid of Abreu, that team turned stinky real quick.
Well, he was awful for the longest time.
But he turned out good those last few seasons. While they were good, he was good for them.
Yeah.
And they got rid of him just as he got consistent. He goes to another team and he's doing great.
Yeah. But then he turned awful again. So I mean, it was time for him to go. I think after a while,
with the White Sox, it was just a couple years ago that they had like set the MLB records for losses, right? But they did
we almost
the necessary they did the necessary things to get better. Moving Garrett Crochet, right? Look at Kyle Teal. Kyle Teal, he just came off injury. He hit a bomb today. He was one of the top catching prospects. And then they moved Luis Robert and Louis Angel Jr., Acuna Jr. He's coming out. He was 2 for 2 yesterday. They made the moves at the deadline, and they already had a good prospect farm club to begin with. Braden Montgomery, Noah Schultz, etc. So they made the moves, and that's really like, not to switch topics. That's where I get upset with Scott Harris with the Tigers right now. This is where I get upset.
I'm with you, and we'll get to that. I do have a Tigers subject to talk about. We'll get to that.
No worries.
But what do you think about the Carlos Mendoza firing?
So when he got fired, he had, they had the same exact record as the Tigers on the day of the firing. The problem is they got the biggest payroll in baseball, right? They went out and spent the money. They brought in Bichette. I mean, in all fairness, Soto was having an MVP caliber year. Bichette's been horrible. There's been a lot of things going on. I think with that payroll, with the stars on that team, you had that coming, especially in New York. Like, I know they're not the Yankees, but they're still the Mets. They had high expectations, and rightfully so. And, they gave up, I think it was their top prospect, and he's actually doing good things right now. So he had it coming. You can make an argument that it's not fair. I don't really sit on the side of not fair. You got to perform. You got to perform, especially with that roster.
But at the same time, with that roster, it's a little bit more than the general manager to me. It's like there's a funk in that clubhouse after they lost in the playoffs last season, and they haven't washed it off of them yet.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. They lost a big heart of that team. I know a few Mets fans who love Brandon Nimmo, who they traded to Texas for a guy that's not even playing right now. He's on IL. Nimmo was a huge part of that team. And when you talk about clubhouse and mix and, who's getting along and who's not, Nimmo was a big part of that. And that goes a long way.
Absolutely. I would have been happier if they got rid of the Pobo. the one that's supposed to be in charge of the call-ups, the sit-downs, and stuff like that. Because, like I said, a manager can only coach what's in front of them. The POBO is the one that makes the decisions on who's on the roster.
And you're talking about the president of baseball operations. That's the POBO, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Just in case people don't know, but that's, yeah. No, I mean he's a honcho, right? He's the guy. You know?
MDE, I want to introduce you to Mr. Brightside. That's Mr. Woody Bach that did the video to put to the music that I created with Donna AI. I believe it or not, on all those songs, Woody, I wrote the lyrics and let AI do the music.
There you go. There you go. I know we're talking baseball, but when you sent me the files, the music, I was like, man. And then I made the thing and I got the drop down. Mm-hmm. And you know what? It was almost nostalgic. I could almost feel like Corktown, Old Tiger Stadium, summertime, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of hit home. It just took a second for me, bro. Because if you remember, I said something to you like in the middle of the night. I'm like, man, you know. And then I was like, you know what? Let's run with it. And then I wound up loving it. So.
And the video turned out great. And for those of you that didn't see it when we started, I'm going to run it one more time before we do the next topic because I love it.
Go for it, man.
Here we go.
Where legends arise. Spoken Jeremy B's got the stats that surprise. From the Tigers to Yankees, the action's alive. Big Rich and Jamie break it down, they thrive. Roundtable talks, the fans gather around. It's baseball season, watch the team strike gold. Every pitch, every catch, every tale that's told. From home runs to errors, we break it down tight. Join the roundtable talk. Let's ignite the night.
I was jamming. I'm sorry. I like it. I like the groove. What's funny is what I did to choose the genre for AI to make the music. I said, what was the actual genre of John Fogerty's center field? And that's what it chose, and that's what it played for the music.
Yeah, I can see that now.
That's why it had, when you said the nostalgia feel, that's exactly what I was going for, is that old school 80s to 90s bubblegum rock is what I was looking for. That type of rock, you know, where it wasn't real hard, it wasn't real soft, it had kind of a little 50-ish, 50, 60-ish feel to it with the horns.
Yeah. No, and I think with sports, collecting, nostalgic, like, you know what, bro? A lot of people say, who's your favorite Tiger? And I blow people's mind because I say Ernie Harwell. Because his voice. Like, his voice let me know it was June, May, right? Like, I love Ernie Harwell. I got his autographs. I got all different types of stuff. If for anyone who doesn't know, he was a Tiger announcer for years, right? His voice
do you know the great way we acquired Ernie Harwell?
How's that?
He was actually the announcer of the Chicago Cubs, and we sent that was during that shortage when Rawlings wasn't making the baseballs as much that year, and we had an abundance of them. We traded him a bag of baseballs for Ernie Harwell.
Best trade in Tigers history. I love that man so much, man.
What was it? 38 years a Tiger announcer, if I remember right. He did both World Series, if I remember right.
I listen to 97.1 a lot, but like when Pat Caputo passed away, rest in peace this year, like Amen. He was one of those guys, bro. He had that voice, that recognition, you know what I mean? Like you knew, especially you'd have to be from Detroit really to understand, but the announcers stick here longer than the players do, and God rest both their souls, man. They were great for the city. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. So on to our next subject. Who'd have thunk it? The Cubs are starting to reel them on. They're on a hot streak. 4 in a row. And yes, I used old ones because that was the picture I could get of Cubs high-fiving. I couldn't find any current ones.
That's all right.
That's another team that invested into their future, right? Bush has had kind of like an off year. That was a great acquisition from the Dodgers as soon as he hit the free agent market. Pete Crow Armstrong, what can you say about the kid, right? Like the Cubs, they're doing their thing, man, and they're going to be a problem. I think they got to make a couple moves. I think they have one of those clubhouse issues, but that Chicago's going to have a good rivalry for the next few years to come. Like
them and the Brewers. That's the rivalry in that division right now.
Yeah, we were talking about. We'll get into that, but the Brewers, I thought, with that rotation, with the Miz and Woodruff coming back and Harrison, that's a team, especially with their farm club. Like they talk about Jesus Maid and all them. That Louis Laura kid, oh my God, he's out of his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's welcome to the stage Jamie Malloy, the unbiased journalist, also known as DJ Dog Tags on X. How you doing, Jamie?
Good, Jeremy. How about you?
Fantastic. I'm off work and don't have to be back till Monday. It's like I actually get a weekend now.
Great.
But Paul, what do you think about the Cubs' little win streak they got going on?
They got to keep it up, man. They're 44 and 38 right now, right? Second in the National League Central. It's a tough division when you got Milwaukee at 50 and 29 and St. Louis at 42 and 37. Pittsburgh's even at 41, even Cincinnati, right? So they just, they're on a 4-game winning streak, but they can't go cold at all. They start to go a little cold. It's too tough a division to make anything up. They got to keep it up.
Exactly. Jamie, what do you think about the Cubs' hot streak right now?
All I gotta say is 2 words or two words, first name, last name, Craig Counsell. I don't know what he has cooking over there, but it's more than just grease and canola oil. I can tell you that. That oil Chicago right now with the Cubs is on fire, man.
Yeah, and the Chicago White Sox. If you look, that could be that AL-NL rivalry that they've been wanting in Chicago for years, because when Chicago Cubs were bad, the White Sox were good. When the Cubs got good, the White Sox went bad. Yeah. Now they're both kind of right there.
And the Mets had a rivalry.
Yeah.
Right. And now they actually do. When they play, if you look, it's actually a good matchup.
Mm-hmm.
They just traded traded for David Peterson from the Mets, and I don't know how he pitched today, but I'm not sure how he did. But he's a really good pitcher. They got to keep that stuff up.
Fantastic.
Yep.
So, Jamie, I want to get your take on Carlos Mendoza's firing. Did he actually deserve it, or should it have been the Pobo?
It's so hard. These are just, it's such a cliche, but these manager firings, I mean, it's just, they're tough. They're always tough, whether if they get the blame or not. And you guys know, I was a huge Carlos Mendoza fan, even before when he got the job, when he was Aaron Boone's bench coach with the Yankees, and I was excited when they hired him in I think it was 2024, because that first year he took him to the ALCS, and actually they lost 4-2 against the Dodgers, but they gave him a pretty competitive series though.
If I remember right, 2 of the games that the Dodgers won to take the series, they had to come back and win late, like in the 8th and 9th innings, if I remember right.
Yeah. Yes, I do remember that. And then I think then came, signing Juan Soto, and I think last year you could see that it wasn't so much Juan Soto, but I think you could see how much that really, I think it distracted. I think it really destroyed Pete Alonso, and you could see that he was near the end of his career. I feel like him and Soto couldn't really gel together, and I think this year it was just the reality was it was time to let Alonso go, blow it up, and try to build a core around Soto, and at least Soto's playing well, and I think they've other than them having a bloated payroll, if you notice, a lot of their prospects have still been able to play. You don't usually get that from a team with a high payroll that because all those guys were hurt that their prospects got a shot, but that was because they got rid of Alonso. And but I think it was just one of those years where they realized that we were gonna have a down year. Let's try to rebuild it by getting more prospects in, and then focus on next year. But I think it was just time. I love Mendoza, but somebody had to take the fall, and it was the manager. It was just time for him to get fired.
Okay. Jamie, I got a question for you real quick. I'm sorry, Jeremy. Do you mind? I just have a Jeremy. Jamie, you have that Subway Series podcast with that gentleman. I don't know his name, but
Joe Dalio. Yes,
Dalio, right? He's a Mets guy. Have you heard from him since this? And what has he said?
I saw a text thing. You may know another buddy of mine, Jason Smithberg. He's a Dodgers fan.
Yep.
He's been on the show before with us. He texted out. I think it was a post from I can't remember who it was. I think it was Adam Schefter or somebody said that they fired Mendoza, and he was like, there is, and he goes, praise the Lord. But Joe's usually, it's weird because, like I said, when you're a New York City fan, like if you're a Mets or a Yankees fan, you just think of like negative, New Yorkers, like they're always negative, win or lose. But Joe and I we're pretty positive for being New Yorkers. I mean, we usually like to see the good in everything, but even he was ready for Mendoza to get gone, and he thought the Mets were too stupid that they weren't gonna fire him. He didn't think they were gonna actually have the cahoots to do it, but they actually did.
Yep.
Right.
Thank you.
Now we've mentioned this team already twice since we mentioned the Cubs, and now we got to transition to the other side of Chicago, the South Side.
Yep.
Where the White Sox demolished the Royals and pushed them into the basement behind the Tigers, thank God, by beating them 22-1. I don't know. Is that a league record? 22 runs in regulation?
No,
it's not. If you can believe that,
there's been higher.
It hasn't been any time recent. I don't think anybody's hit over 20 like that in a while.
I don't recall. It's been a while.
But
to me.
Man, that's not just breaking the ball and everything else. They had a little bit of everything. There was some small ball involved. There was a couple of grand slams. Mm-hmm. Your favorite Boston Red Sox ex to hate, Benintendi, was one of them.
I can't.
The Yankees too.
I can't with him. So disappointing with the Red Sox.
It's two grand slams for him in a month.
You won the series against my Yankees, though, Paul. At least you get to enjoy that.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Trust me, he is enjoying it because they might get them to claw out for a change.
We'll see.
Did you know they're only 5.5 games out of the wild card, if you can believe that?
Yeah, 4.5 now, I think now. But but the White Sox, though, the young core that they have, the clubhouse is meshing. When you have a clubhouse that meshes together and pulls together and rides it out together, that says a lot. With these kids, it gives them confidence. And that's what they have right now. They have a lot of confidence. A lot of no-name guys on that team that you're like, who the heck is Noah Schultz? Who the heck is Tail? You know what I mean? Like, there's no real huge stars, but together, they're making it work, man.
That's going to be the future of the league, though. Coming out of the lockout, you're going to have more teams built like that, because because of the hard cap and everything. Like that's why the Dodgers will never be able to construct a roster like this after this year.
Yeah, especially if all the things that they put in go. And they're also talking about limiting the length of the contract going forward. You heard about that?
The NHL did that, and it's worked for the NHL. Remember when the NHL used to have the 15-year contracts, and they got rid of that? I remember I told you, Jeremy, I wanted the MLB to do that, copy what the NHL does.
The NHL gets a lot of stuff right. They get a lot of stuff right. They're just not big.
Yep.
But
well,
they get a lot
right. The thing that they're going to do, and they can't really negate the old contracts. They're kind of ex post facto. Yeah. And for those of you that don't understand that, that means that they're grandfathered in, is the old layman's term of it.
Yeah.
But going forward, they're talking about limiting major league contracts for second and on to 5 years at a time. And I think that's so people can't lock people in for 10, 15, and 20 years anymore. To allow a little more parity to come in. But there's plenty of parity. Because when you look at the American League, yeah, you're 5.5 games out with 35 wins. You want to know what's sad about that? That means the Athletics are the last wild card team right now.
Yeah.
The Mets are still only 5.5 or 6.5 game out where they are too. And they fired their manager. So there you go.
It's open season right now. There's nobody,
I'll tell you what that means for me. If there is a lockout, and it's much cheaper and a more enjoyable game to go watch, I'll be either going to Toledo or up to Midland, and I'll be watching two teams. I'll be watching the Mud Hens, or I'll be watching the Great Lakes Loons. And for those of you that don't understand, Captain Danny, Great Lakes Loons is the Dodgers affiliate. And then I'd even go over to West Michigan Whitecaps over there in Comstock Park to watch when the Loons play them.
Yeah,
I won't be watching Korean baseball or Aussie baseball, that's for sure.
You know that Toledo Mud Hens, that's one of the better games you can go see. Like,
yeah, it is.
If you've been there, you know the stadium, the atmosphere. Not just they're always good, but like it's a good city. Even their zoo outdoes us. Detroiters go to Toledo to go to the zoo out there. Well, most of us do. But.
I just heard something from a customer at the tire shop today that's kind of crazy about the Detroit Zoo. They're only open to 5 on Saturday, but open till 8 on Sunday. And to me, that makes about as much sense as wiping your butt than taking a crap.
So I live literally, brother, like 15, 20-minute drive. I have not been to the Detroit Zoo in 20 years. 25 years.
I went. Let's see, it's now 8 years ago. And it still was nice, but we went on a Saturday, and all of a sudden they started talking about the park closes in an hour and it's 4:00, and we were like, what?
Yeah. On a Saturday. Wow.
Yeah. So it closes at 5 on Saturday, but it's open till 8 on Sunday, which makes no sense because Monday is the back to work days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
But back to what you were saying about the White Sox, though, like making the necessary trades, right? We talked about it earlier. You got rid of Garrett Crochet. You brought in Kyle Teal. Kyle Teal was, I don't know how he was under the radar. He was one of the best catching prospects. You get rid of Luis Robert. You bring in Luis Akanjo Acuna, whatever his name is, contributing right away. Noah Schultz was a top pitching prospect. He's there. You got Braden Montgomery. These young guys. The Japanese dude goes down. You automatically fill his spot. Kyle Teal goes down. What about Vargas? Vargas has already matched his season total in home runs. He already has 18 of them. You know?
Yeah. Former Dodger. And yeah,
he's killing it. He's killing it. So what they're building is amazing, bro. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
that's
man.
Okay. Go ahead, Paul.
No, it's just Vargas is an example who Jason was talking about it, I think, a couple of weeks ago on how, Vargas was a Dodger, and, he kind of faltered, whatever. He comes over to the White Sox. He's revitalizing his career. He's again meshing with the clubhouse, and he's doing great. And good luck to him, man. That's great.
You know a great comparison, bro, is these White Sox look like the second half of the season Tigers. Not only are they playing good, they're having fun. Like they look like they're having fun. And that second half of the season, when we were 18 games back and we made the playoffs, made it to the second round, those Tigers were having fun, right? So it's fun to see. It's fun to see some fun back in baseball while you're winning and being successful.
All right. Let's the Royals, Murakami, he was looking like he was going to be the American League Rookie of the Year before he got hurt. It's a shame he's still out right now. Hopefully he comes back to their lineup soon, but they're doing it without him. Think about that.
Yeah, they are.
So we're going to go on to the next one here. Max Kepler returns after his PED suspension for the Twins. I think it's huge for them to get him back. He was a good batter at the end of the season last year when they almost made the playoffs. What do you think about that, Boston Paul?
Yeah, man, last year he hit like 18 homers, 60 RBIs. I think he was like 240 average. But at the end of the year, he came on like crazy. Mm-hmm. And
I think he had that last 4 weeks of the season, he had 6 of his home runs and 20 of his RBIs.
Yeah, I mean he's serviceable, but like we said before, if it was
Kepler
Peds,
signed with the Diamondbacks, so they must have cut him while he was suspended.
Yeah, the Diamondbacks. If it was Peds, then Jeremy. I mean, then that's one thing. But like, he's a good serviceable ball player for the Diamondbacks if he can hit like he hit at the end of the year last year.
Jamie?
First of all, I'm glad that he's back, and I hope he learned his lesson. But I think it's I hate to tell you, 80-day suspension for juicing up in Major League Baseball. That's actually a light punishment for using steroids in the MLB, because we know what all happened back in the day. They basically got the death penalty, which means not in the Hall of Fame. So that's light for MLB standards in terms of punishment,
right?
And the fact that he's able to come back.
I think it's because he was still an active player. The other ones was found out after they were done. That's why they got the lifetime Hall of Fame ban. But I agree, it is a stiff penalty to take right off the rip, because 80 games is huge.
Yeah. He's 33 years old, though. He's got 11 seasons in.
But and I think that's one of the reasons why he probably never dropped dirty before that. Didn't he have like an injury mid-season last year?
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but it helps you heal better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, faster. And you never know. It might have been medical HGH, and he didn't even know he was taking it because it was prescribed by the doctor at times, and that might have been why he only got the 80-game suspension.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that that you should do that. Obviously you should not do that, or you get suspended, you get in trouble. But players, it's their livelihood. They're going to take a chance. They take chances, when you're making millions. And this is what happens.
All right, never got caught. It's probably a better way to say it. Yeah, it could have been, but as often as these teams we hear about, they do random tests per team every few weeks. It's not like they're not trying to do it. They usually, and it's random.
Yeah.
The Nationals bullpen just blew another lead. They have more dumpster fires than a homeless compound during a winter storm. Leave it to MD to say the good ones.
Here's a point about Kepler too. He has his postseason he has ineligibility in the postseason. So does that make him primarily just a regular season depth addition? You know what I mean?
For this year, yes.
He's not going to play in the postseason. So they just need help now. That's what they're looking for.
Yeah, they're playing the Orioles. It's 3-3 in the bottom of the 8th right now.
The current Red Wings affiliate playing one of their former affiliates. That's funny.
Mm-hmm. So, on to the next one. What do you think about the proposed ban on prop betting for players? The MLBPA is the one that's pushing a ban on it. What do you think about that, Boston Paul?
Well, it accounts for an estimated, listen to this one, it accounts for an estimated 20 to 30% of all wages on Major League Baseball games, right? Betting's running rampant right now, and they're trying to put a stop to it. Players are facing increasing harassment from bettors, including abusive messages, threats, and even in-person confrontations after losing bets. So they're trying to, curb that. The proposal would eliminate bets tied to an individual's player performance, such as things like hitting a home run, over/under on strikeouts, things like total
First
hits,
hit of the game.
RBIs, stolen base, right? What wouldn't change would be traditional wages like money lines, run lines, totals, and futures, which would be allowed under the new proposal. It's an integrity concern too. So yeah, I mean, I'm for it. I think that it's too much going on. But when some owners, I heard some owners or some teams are involved with, or the leagues are involved with betting. So how can you tell them not to bet when the league's involved with agreements in betting?
Right. That's the
I
thing. Don't forget, the whole MLB is in bed with DraftKings, BetMGM,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
FanDuel,
about.
Fanatics, all of it.
Yes.
Jamie, what do you think about them trying to put a ban on the prop betting?
Hey, if it's one step towards if it's one step closer to good, then rather than too little too late for never, I mean, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Woody, as somebody I know that likes to gamble a little bit on sports, how do you feel about it?
So gambling's fun. I think it adds a mystique to baseball, and I think that's why baseball is what it is. The problem is you got people, we ran into the Sorsby situation, but let's talk about Ohtani, right? Ohtani probably cheated, but it didn't matter because he's bringing the MLB a $5 billion a year Asian contract, and he's the face of baseball, right? I wish these players had a little bit more accountability and love for the game to not do this. Do I think they're going to get rid of prop betting? I don't. I don't think they have a legal standpoint to say, hey, Vegas, you can't do this no more.
Right.
It's just weird, man. The FBI has a whole section now. Like they do it with the UFC. Like when a crazy amount of bets come on one guy to lose in this round, they watch it. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I forget his name. Who's that one guy? I think he was a Cleveland Indian. He just got busted doing that too. Like it's crazy.
Class A.
Yeah, Class A. Yeah.
I don't understand it, but I understand the lure of it. You have friends, you have family that's always got their hands out. They could be like, hey.
From what they said, it's more about when the fans that are placing the bets are actually approaching the players when they fail their bets and making threatening comments is what they're talking about.
Yeah, the harassment, right?
Yeah.
And that's getting into player protection, and it's the MLBPA that's trying to push it, not the MLB itself.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And I guess that's just part of it, man. I really look, you should not threaten a man over trying his best and failing, especially if he's being honest. I don't know. It's just you deal with so many personalities. You shouldn't put your house on, Sirota to hit 2 home runs in the bottom of the 9th inning, and then go threaten the man. I think that's a people problem. But I
think it's more of a people problem, but I get what they're saying because they're saying, if you're coming to attack our players, then I don't want the prop betting going on. So I get what they're saying because the
Yeah.
MLBPA is about protecting the players themselves more than it is about protecting the logo. It's not like the NFL. They're not as big about protecting the logo of the MLB. You know what I'm saying? Adam, welcome to the show. Adam is the producer and head of Driving to the Top Productions. He's
How we doing
a
tonight?
Pittsburgh Pirate and a Cleveland Guardians fan.
Jeremy doesn't like
mouth
being a
saying
Guardians fan, though. Paul, Jamie, dude, I was trying to read your name, didn't get it.
That is Mr. Brightside. He is Woody Bach. He's the one that did my video that I put
didn't
into
see
the
it.
Facebook chat. You didn't see it? Shall I run it one more time? Let's run it again.
I want to hear
This
Jamie's
is our
name.
This is our. No, it doesn't get that far. But, oh yeah, it does. It does. It's in the first verse.
In the heat of a diamond where legends arise, smoking Jeremy B's got the stats that surprise. From the Tigers to Yankees, the action's alive. Big Rich and Jamie break it down, they thrive. Roundtable talks, the fans gather around. It's baseball season, watch the team strike gold. Every pitch, every catch, every tale that's told. From home runs to errors, we break it down tight. Join the roundtable talk, let's ignite the night.
I sense some hometown homerism in that.
Yeah, that's okay.
I got to talk to you about my negotiation of my new contract. Put my name in front instead of in the back of the show.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. I was wondering. I wonder if there's a way to get the second verse to the same video,
On the
but
back.
for an outro.
Yeah.
There
That'd be
is. You told me keep it around 45 seconds. So I had to, you can't, you know what I'm saying. So,
Right.
but if you want it longer, I can get your name in there.
No, just make the second verse the outro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was going to do is make
Yeah,
the
so
second
so
verse
just
outro.
do a whole new video, Alex,
And
and just put the second verse as
And
the
then-
outro.
Maybe not so much Detroit centric, but throw a few other teams in there.
And Jeremy, you know I'm kidding with you, right? You know I don't care
That
about
video is
No,
higher quality.
Paul, you
than
need
girl
you
I
need the
gave a
biggest
G-
contract. You need the biggest contract you can get out of him. Don't be telling. Don't
Michael,
be
you
selling
horn
yourself short.
dog.
Did you read what Michael said there?
What do you say?
That video is higher quality than the girl I gave $1,000 to that one night on Livernois. Great stuff.
Oh boy, Michael.
I don't want to see that video, Michael.
Yeah, no, thank you. Some things I want to see, and that's not one of them.
Go
Hey,
ahead,
everyone in
Danny.
the chat. Yeah, I am very late.
Maybe
to the show.
I do want to see the girl that was worth $1,000.
It was.
Hey, I live by Livernois.
It is
Hey.
freaking Amazon Prime week.
Are you in the mean
Walmart
streets of
week.
Livonia?
No, that's Southwest. You don't want to see any of the girls on Livernois, and none of them are worth $1,000. He must have meant like a G, like a grand.
Prime
or
week,
something.
Walmart week, aka billionaires Christmas Day.
All right. So now that we got through all of that news, it's time to talk about these Tigers. And I know Woody wants to get into this one. The losing
wait.
streaks that we got swept by the team before the Astros, and then we started off with the loss, and then we had a gem, 8-0 over the Astros. So we did stop the losing streak, and then we were leading 6-4 and end up losing 8-6 tonight to the Astros.
Is that dude hitting the ball backwards?
Yeah, AI's not perfect.
So, Jeremy, just to let you know, that was your
That's a Polish
first
home run.
win. That was the Tigers' first win against the Astros in almost 13 years.
No, it
Come
wasn't.
on.
At
No
home.
way.
At home.
No. Oh, at home. Okay. Maybe so. I know that we won in the wild card the year before we beat
But
you
they
guys.
don't put all those stats together. They put regular season. But that was the Tigers' first win against the Astros.
And it wasn't
at home
just a
in
win.
13 years.
8-0 is a butt stomping. I'm sorry. That means everything's going right. You're not just hitting the ball, but your pitching is on point, which the bullpen was not on point tonight.
Oh, did you guys lose
So,
again today?
yeah, we lost 8-6.
I'm glad Rich is fuming right now because we lost again because the Pirates, let's rephrase this, they lost again because of their relievers.
That's why we lost relievers.
Yep, bullpen concerns, man.
And Rich keeps living in the past of bringing ex-players back, and I'm like, dude, like Bednar got booed out of this city. Why would he want to come back? He's doing pretty well for that guy sitting next to me.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
You know it.
he likes Bednard. I know he does.
I got to
But
stop
anyways,
being the boss because I haven't done
Woody-
a podcast all week, so
Woody?
I'm really chattery.
Woody, go ahead. Let it rip on the Tigers.
So I think we're about 15 games back right now, right? And we dealt with a lot of injuries. That's the truth. But to be honest, the ball club sucks. Jack Flaherty sucks. I think we have 7 players that become free agents next year, one including Scooble, but Casey Mize, who's probably been our most efficient pitcher of the year, who was an all-star last year, a number 1 pick, right? I don't understand what Harris, like, we can get into, like, they have a shot, the American League sucks. I'm not willing to leverage this team to make it to the playoffs. I'm just not willing to do it. There's a lot of people that say we won't get a lot for Scooble. There's a lot of people saying because he's a rental. Anyone remember the Jack Flaherty trade 2 years ago? He was a rental for the Dodgers. We got an everyday starting number. It was a first-round pick in Trey Sweeney, who's hurt right now. And we got a top 5 guy in our farm system, Lirizano. You're going to get something for Scooble. Not only what Harris has done, you think about it like this. We go and sign Framber Valdez for $37 million. For whatever God reason, we signed Verlander so he can sell some tickets. That's $49 million. We could have re-signed him, right? And then in arbitration, we only want to pay him $19 million. We pay Flaherty $20 million. We pay Torres $22 million.
Well,
so you spit on him in arbitration. You lose because you know you're going to. I don't understand what Harris is doing.
See, that's a mistake about that because that contract, remember, he wasn't drafted by Scott Harris. That contract, that $19 million contract was signed at the rookie signing. So in other words, that was Al Avila, our previous manager that did that. And the $19 million, nobody expected him to be what he was. That was automatically into his contract. That was the team option. If they decided to keep him for that 5th year, that's just what it was. So the reason why arbitration is there is because of this. If a guy's exceeding their expectations as a rookie and done more than they would, they can go to arbitration to increase that last year of their contract. It wasn't an offer.
I thought he signed a deal after his Cy Young. Didn't he sign like a $10 or $14 million deal?
Nope.
No, that was in his contract?
That was in his original rookie contract.
And that's why you see McGonigal and Connor hurry up and sign for 8-9 years. So they didn't have to go to arbitration with either one of these guys.
And same with Cole Keith. But Cole Keith, he's worth exactly what we're paying him because everybody said, oh, man, it's $26 million. What they didn't realize, that's for the length of the contract. That was the total. Yeah. It wasn't per year. Everybody freaked out about that at first and goes, and now that they look at it, if you look, that's about what he's worth.
Yeah.
What do you get? 4 years, $26 million.
Yeah, he's hitting about 270. He's finally found his power over the last couple of weeks because he had 0 home runs. I think he has 5 now. You know what I mean?
He has 5.
He's found his stroke. I mean, look at Dingler. We all knew Dingler was okay defensively. He's turned into something offensively. Look at McGonigal. Now, you know I've been big on McGonigal since he wasn't even a rated prospect. But we've had a lot of – I mean, honestly, other than Flaherty and a couple other pieces, this is the team, the core of it is the team that Al Avila built. Right? I mean, you got McGonigal, you got Valdez. I understand
Other than Torres, Baez, Framber Valdez, Flaherty, and those ancient, archaic bullpen guys that keep losing games for us, it's been around the core. Melton has been electric since he came back from injury. Jackson Jobe is due up next. I heard he's getting a AA rehab start next week, and then he's supposed to progress to AAA after that. And he may be able to come back within the next 2-3 weeks. I don't think Jobe will be what he was when he left, but if he's 80% of what he was when he was left, that's way better than anything we get out of Flaherty.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Malageri, the guy we just called up, he looked good for the couple games that he played. And I understand the lefty-righty concept. If I see Jeremiah Jones again, I'll probably jump off my roof.
Oh,
and I mean that. You know
that
what I mean?
was the biggest slap in the face to me was when they sat Kerry Carpenter when the left-handed reliever came in and brought in Jemai Jones to strike out looking like he was Javi Baez with blinders on.
Yeah.
He was an ex-Yankee, Jemai Jones, I think.
Yeah,
I know.
He is.
But
he is.
He does have pop in his bat when he does make contact. I will give him that, but it's not consistent enough.
Especially over Kerry Carpenter, which the last couple of days since he's been back from injury, he's had his struggles this year, but Kerry Carpenter has big game potential. When that man's hot, he's hot. You know what I mean? He's probably our best hitter when hot. So
Kerry he bombed a grand slam today.
Yeah. I don't understand the direction where our payroll is $208 million. In free agents next year, it's roughly over $100 million ish. If you key in everybody, the only options we have are Jensen and Anderson. I think one's for 12, one's for 10. I don't understand.
I wouldn't mind bringing back Anderson because he's shown us something this year that we haven't seen out of him.
Yeah.
Gleyber Torres, walk. I'm okay with it. Casey Mize, I wouldn't mind being able to get him back. Out of all of them, I think in letting Scooble walk at this point, remember, he's just a rental player for somebody else unless he does a sign-in trade at the trade deadline. That's the key to this. So right now, we're not getting the haul of offers everybody thought we would get. That's why they closed down the trade talks and making it wait till August 3rd. They're trying to get the best trade possible, and nobody's offering it. That's the problem.
Yeah, and I think they were talking about the comp pick. The comp pick's a first round, like if we just lose them, right?
Yeah, and right now they're saying that that's better than what we've been offered in a trade. And I get it. Now, as far as who we haven't called up, and I'm going to name 3 names for you, and you're probably going to agree with me. Max Clark, Max Anderson, and the left-handed pitcher, Jeff Miller. These guys have been electric in Toledo. But at the same time, with the looming lockout, and we hear they're not going to agree to anything in a looming lockout, if you bring them up before the free September call-ups, they are officially a major league ball player. I think that's why we haven't called them up. Because if they're not on your roster before September, then next season, they're still considered minor league prospects. Therefore, they can play in the minor leagues next year still and develop more.
Yeah.
And business-wise, it makes sense. Performance-wise, Wenzel Perez and Hai-Kyun Lee, which stands for YUN MLB, does not make sense.
MDE, Ocho Cinco used to take Viagra before football games because it wasn't tested for.
Right.
Just
so,
to let you know.
Austin Paul, what do you think about the Tigers' woes as of late?
Well, what are they, 5.5 games out of playoffs right now? Something like that?
Yeah, it's 5.5 games out. We are only 9.5 back, or 9 games back of Chicago.
So they're not totally out of it, right? But what they have to do is what the Red Sox aren't doing to regain their home field advantage. They need to learn how to win at home, because if you don't win at home, there's no playoff aspirations at all. So my advice to that clubhouse is learn how to win at home.
What's with the Angels dismissing their GM? Well,
Dude,
he orchestrated Ohtani out of California. He kept Mike Trout and paying him ungodly amounts of money to sit injured half a season.
Yeah.
And the new GM can't even do any draft trades or any trades at the deadline. Artie Moreno is cutting him off completely. And everyone's wondering, like, what the hell is the GM going to do if he's not told to do anything?
And then
that is a problem with them.
The other thing with Detroit's the bullpen, as we all know, they need they need to do better. Leads are slipping away all the time.
I do like that guy that came up last night, the kid that's from Venezuela, De Jesus. Decatur Montero and De Jesus, they shut down that entire Houston Astros lineup. He went, I think, an inning and a third, and Cater Montero did 7 2/3.
I like
I'm
Montero.
okay with that. Oh, I like Montero too, and he's hitting 97, 98 now. He's throwing as hard as Scooble. He never did that in his career.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
All right. So I wish we'd get rid of Scott Harris. I think AJ Hinch is the right general manager for this team. I think Scott Harris needs to go because his free agency and trade acquisitions has equaled about as much as my morning coffee and cigarette does 5 minutes later. Shit. Oh, God, easy.
With 4 minutes left in the show.
Yeah, we're only going to be on another 4 minutes. So next time, buddy. But we're going to do our rapid fire takes right now. Rapid fire is 12 questions, 2 on each headline. And I'm going to ask the questions, and then you respond with fire or ice. Mets fire Carlos Mendoza. Did the Mets need to fire Carlos Mendoza right now? Fire or ice?
Ice.
Woody?
Fire.
Jamie Malloy?
I hate to say this because I love you, Carlos Mendoza, but fire.
Boston Paul?
Definitely fire.
Will the Mets finish the season with a winning record under a new manager? Fire or ice, Paul?
Ice.
Jamie?
Ice, but it's a good ice because it'll allow them to finally reset with a bunch of young prospects because they finally realize that they're not.
It's just
that
fire
great
or ice, Jamie.
Just ice.
Thank you. Yep. Okay. Adam.
I'm waiting to see who they bring in.
Okay. Woody.
Ice.
Ice, baby. For me too.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Are the Cubs officially back in the NL Central race? Fire or ice? I'm going to start with Woody.
Fire.
Adam?
I picked them to win it. The division, anyway.
Jamie?
With the parity this year, fire.
All right. Boston Paul?
I still find a way to lose it.
I say ice too, just because of that, because it is Chicago. Or should I say, as I love to call them, Chicago.
Yep.
Could we start getting a South Side, West Side, North Side World Series? Could that be in the makings?
Uh-oh.
Nah.
I'm just curious.
All right.
I'm just curious. That
Will
could be
the
a
Cubs
thought.
still be above 500 2 weeks from now? Fire or ice, Woody?
Fire.
Adam?
Yeah, I picked them to win the division, so that's fire all the way around.
Jamie?
Fire.
Boston Paul?
Fire.
I say fire on that too.
You need like Jimi Hendrix to say "Light My Fire."
Or do the J.
Or the Ohio players, fire.
Or Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
Roy,
Come on, baby. light
fire
my
or ice?
fire.
Are the White Sox legitimate AL Central contenders? I'm going to start with Adam.
You know,
Fire
right now
or
they're
ice?
making the statement. So, fire. I mean, obviously, I probably missed the segment on my team, but
Yep.
Anyway.
Oh, we didn't have.
Anyway,
one
we got 60 seconds left, Jerm.
Yep. Mr. Brightside,
Ice.
Jamie.
With the way this season's going, and I think it's with the 12 team playoff now, I'm gonna say fire. Just get in and Let your pitching do the talking.
Boston Paul.
Fire.
All right. Will Max Kepler's return immediately improve the Diamondbacks offense? Fire or ice, Boston Paul?
I'm going to say ice on that.
Jamie?
There's no comeback for this Diamondback. Ice.
Adam?
Oh my gosh. I hope fire.
Okay. Mr. Brightside?
Ice.
I say ice, baby, as well.
See, that's going against your statements because you said Arizona would be a playoff team.
Should MLB ban prop betting to protect players? Fire or ice? I'm going to start with you, Woody.
Ice.
Adam?
Ice.
Jamie?
Ice.
Boston Paul?
Fire.
I'm lukewarm on it because I get what they're talking about. The way that some of these fans go absolutely ballistic because they bet too much and lost it. I kind of get it, but I also hate it because they're in bed with so many casinos. Should the Tigers make lineup changes to spark the offense? Fire or ice, Boston Paul?
Fire.
Jamie Malloy?
Wait, what was it? Can you repeat the question?
Should the Tigers make lineup changes to spark the offense?
Fire.
Adam?
Ice.
Yeah, I knew you'd say that, Woody.
I'm saying ice too.
I actually think the lineup is fine once Glaber comes back because that one consistent bat made a hell of a difference for the first 15 days of the month when they only lost 3 games. And as soon as he got hurt again, we started having these losing streaks. I think having him outside of the lineup as consistent bat as the leadoff guy is the difference. Do you disagree with that statement?
I don't.
Jeremy, I think my answer was because I think they should bring up the rooks.
I think they should too, but I think it's going to be the September call-ups. Like I said, I just feel like they're doing it the smart business.
Okay.
MDE, YUV, and MLB. Enough said. And that was the rapid fire takes. Adam, tell everybody where they can find you.
Well, I got late to the show. Obviously, Jamie didn't. I don't know if Jamie shared to our channels or not. I'm not sure. No, Jamie, come on, man. Step it up. Come on.
He came in late too.
Well, you can get me at Driving to the Top Productions on YouTube. You can get me also on Sports Talk at Sports Talking It on Twitter. You can find those are my 2 main spots. I mean, I do check everyone else's Twitter, but those are my 2 main spots.
All right. Boston Paul, where can people find you?
They can just find me right here at KCB Sports. I'm just a guy that loves baseball.
And Woody, Mr. Brightside, tell everybody how they can get a hold of you.
Woody Bach on Facebook, Mr. Brightside on YouTube. You can Mr. Brightside on TikTok, Kick.
Nice.
And here.
And now Jamie with the longest outro in Roundtable Talks history. He's also on our NFL Roundtable Talks. Let her rip.
All right, so you guys can follow me, yours truly, at Bill's Chat 1, at Bill's Mafia Chat, and also at Jamie Malloy, the unbiased journalist, at DJ Dog Tags on X, theforkball.com, and Buffalo Down, where I write about all sports. You can also find me every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Time on Driving to the Top Productions, where Joe Daly and I do our weekly episode of the Subway Conversation Chat. Where we do Mets and Yankees. I'm a Mets fan. I'm a Yankees fan. Whoops, sorry. Joe's a Mets fan.
You're a Mets fan. It's okay, Jamie. It's okay. Your truth finally came out. It's like coming out of the closet.
We know. We knew you were a Subway guy.
Anyway, And then
maybe Joe. I'm gonna text Joe right now and tell him Jamie said he's a Mets fan today.
Okay, and then every Tuesday night at 9:00 Eastern time, you can catch me, Adam, Dylan, and Jeremy on Open Sports Night, where everything goes, including the Weasel, and Pop Goes the Weasel. I just made that up. That was stupid. That was dumb. Anyway, but Michael, you better work. Anyway, Shate. Anyway,
we are Jack Wagons.
We are Jack Wagons, and tonight it's great.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? Okay, yeah, and then every Wednesday night on the KCB Sports Hour, you can catch me, Jeremy, and Woody, Mr. Brightside over there.
NFL Roundtable Talks.
On our roundtable, the NFL Roundtable Talk, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, and then you can catch me here every Saturday night on the KCB Sports Network at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time for baseball Roundtable Talk. So I'm a busy man. So anyway, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're getting really, really close to one step closer to monetization. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell for all notifications. For more content, baseball content on driving on KCB Sports, Huddle Sports Network, you can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you get your podcast. From all of us here, I'm Jamie Malloy, and we will see you next Saturday for another edition of Baseball Roundtable Talks here on the KCB Sports Network. Good night, everybody.
Jesus
Christ. All right.
MDE
there we go. We made
fire.
it through that. Yes, he is on fire. Jamie is involved in more
You
stuff
better put
than
that ointment on. He's on that kind of fire.
At a summer camp.
Hey,
He's not. He better put some ointment on.
Is it the real Mr. Brightside or Mr. Brightside? At the real Mr.
The real. Are you talking about YouTube? The real Mr. Brightside.
Okay, but the other stuff is Mr. Brightside. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
Woody, I don't think I follow you on Twitter either, so I'll have to get that after the show.
Yeah. Jeremy can link us afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah,
or I was going to
I'll get you.
don't log off once the final goes off.
So there we are. Let's have it. This has been the KCB Sports Network presenting the Baseball Roundtable Talks. Mr. Brightside, Mr. Woody Bach is the one that did the outro and intro video we're doing. I'm hoping to get some more from him because he's doing a great job. And I want to tell him how much he's appreciated. And I'm quite sure if you need an intro for any of your shows, he'd be happy to put the video together. I'm happy to do the music. But try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way to make the world a better place. And we are out.
Where legends arise. Smoking Jeremy B's got the stats that surprise. From the Tigers to Yankees, the action's alive. Big Rich and Jamie break it down, they thrive. Roundtable talks, the fans gather around. It's baseball season, watch the team strike gold. Every pitch, every catch, every tale that's told. From home runs to errors, we break it down tight. Join the roundtable talk. Let's ignite the